Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. GME stock sitting at 2104, coming on down as I predicted because it's been doing this for months now. It goes up, comes back down, stays above $20, comes down under 20 briefly before going back up to $22, 22.50. It did try to break out, it couldn't do so we never got to 25, 22.50. That level 23ish, that's going to be our biggest areas of resistance. For the time being, I am waiting for $20, 20.50, and I think we're almost there. One more day, and we should come down to $20, 19.50, somewhere in that range. Usually comes down as low as 19.50, and then it pumps again. So might as well abuse that trading range. Other than that, yeah, I can't believe that one guy called me a moron. Oh, it's gonna pump. It's gonna go, guys. Don't listen to him. The market doesn't care what you think, nor does it care what I think. But what I do know is buyers continue to step in at around 20. So I'm going to buy in at around 20. That's what I'm waiting for. Look at that. It came down as low as 1873, and boy, oh boy, do people love it under 20. That's what that green candle tells me. Look at that green candle. So, too much, too much ego, too much emotion. Just trade like a robot. Where is this going to be cheap? Give it to me cheap. I'm a cheapskate. I like big bottoms. Give me a big bottom. 19.50, $20. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'll gladly buy anytime it comes down there. Let me see. Is there any news? I doubt there's news, right? Yeah, there's no news. Contracts. There's no news, so they just talk about contract. Yeah, options. Oh yeah. I noticed this as well. If I switch over to the weekly, no, not the weekly. Is it the daily? The daily, yeah. So I'm going to switch over to the daily here. And if I draw, let me just use some. Again, the market doesn't care what I think, right? But let's just draw some technical analysis here. This looks. This looks primed, maybe for a run, maybe. Technically, it's in a wedge. It's in a wedge, so because we're creating those higher lows and lower highs as well. So if it's gonna follow this wedge, we would anticipate it coming down to the bottom of the wedge and then bouncing off of that, and then who knows what direction it's gonna go. It's possible that Roaring Kitty is watching the charts and going, maybe I send out a meme tweet or something, and then it explodes to the upside. It is possible. I'm sure he's done that because when he came back from the dead, he came back at like the perfect technical time. Like if we switch to the monthly here, Roaring Kitty decided to rear his head right here, right towards the end of this pattern. I don't know. Let me see. There. Let me draw it here. He decided to show up right here at the end of this pattern. So this pattern usually leads to a massive breakout, and that's exactly what happened. And so I'm showing you this because this happened. This is kind of, we could see that again. This is a wedge. It could go either direction, but obviously, if someone with a big following like Rowan Kitty decides to come out of the woodwork, we could see a bounce. So I'm looking to buy at the bottom of that wedge. I'm looking to buy at support. It's that simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Way too many people, they're like, oh, I'm going to buy up here at $23. Like, wait a minute, what? Why wouldn't you? Do you like buying pizza at $10 a piece, a slice? I don't know about you. I'd rather wait for the $5 a slice. I'd rather wait for cheap. I get more pizza for my buck, and it tastes just as good. So I don't know. I don't know why people aren't cheapskates in the markets. I am. I always will be. So get in there at 20. Wait for the wedge breakout. Should break out to the upside if we get some good news, or Roaring Kitty decides to drop a meme or something that gets people excited and brings in the volume. But for right now, let's buy when no one wants it, which is down here at around 20. And I'll see you guys in the next one.